the big one for the night. This is the double points round. We've seen there's your winner of the first round, Sato 15, in the 458 Ferrari, in a commanding performance from Highlander, with Weary Knight in the Acura in third, and Dado, who drove a brilliant race really. Apart from that, oh, there goes Sato pushing hard on his outlap. Dado drove he was probably the driver of the race actually. He went off at Murray's, and after that he just stormed his way back from 11th to 4th. If he can just keep it on the circuit early on, because we know how cold the tyres are at the start of these races, he's going to be in it for another top two or three, I'd say. Now there's Ninja Styles. I'm going to be very, very interested to see how he goes, because he did get into the 206s at some part during that race, but he did have big damage at the start and going into Griffins with Dark Racing 40, who will be super quick in this one. He'll be looking to make amends. There he is, number 78 in the Lamborghini Hurricane GT3. There he is. We know how good he is. He knows how good he is. So it should be a good fight back here from him. He won't even worry about the first race. I just heard him in the party. He's back on the snacks. He's on the chips and the lollies. He's flying high again. The sweet drinks. Keeps him going. Now his Dark Lord, fairly quiet. I think he came in 8th in that race. Last race. Woody did okay. Now he's in the older Mercedes, and Nürburgring's in the pits already. Now here's Casey. Didn't go according to plan. Had a bit of biff early on. Car damage, ended up in last. So he'll want to make amends. We know how quick he is. Has been a little bit prone to accidents so far in his brief stay in the ANZCRL. But he's certainly an excitement machine when he's on it. When he's on song, look out, because he's really quick. We seen him in Sakito last week in the 10 hour, running with Weary Knight in the Sierra, and there was also Beastang in the Audi, and that was some fantastic racing, very entertaining. Be looking forward to him getting a good qualifying time here and getting right in that pointy end of the field here in the second race tonight. Here's Illogical Sports in the number 75 GTR. Ended up finishing 5th. Oh, I'm just going to check my phone where it is. Screenshot. He's always consistent. He'll be up for this championship. The car might not be that quick at Bathurst, but he would have done his due diligence and in checking out all the tracks like he always does. He prepares fastidiously, does Illogical Sports. Some would say a little bit too much, but it's served him well. He's had a fantastic year in the Australian-New Zealand Combined Racing League. Won a lot of races and been very consistent. Now I was going to check my... That's not it. If I can find it. No. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I've just got my list here. Now I can't see it. It's that small. Now I can't expand it. Oh, it's going really well here. Very good. So Nürburgring finished 5th. Illogical was 6th. Woody was 7th. Dark Racing 40 8th. Ninja Styles 9th. Dark Lord was 10th, and Casey was 11th in that first heat. So we're on board now with Illogical Sports, as we see Dado quickest on track at the moment with just under 10 minutes remaining in this second qualifying session for this 45-minute event. It's round 1, event 2. I think that's how Woody set it up. I'm not entirely sure. Could be round 2. Anyway, it's race 2 for tonight. And here's your quickest man on the circuit. And look at Ninja Styles. He'll want to make amends for that first race where he came together at Griffin's with Dark Racing 40. None of it was his fault at all. From what I've seen on my footage, it was just racing incident. Dark Racing 40 got a little bit out of shape on the inside curb and lost the car, and I think Ninja Styles tried to avoid him but couldn't quite do it, as we can see him now coming through the top half of the circuit very, very quick here. Oh, he's just pushed it a little bit too hard. He's currently second with a 205.4. That car is very, very pointy with that controller. You can just see the way those front wheels move. Oh, he clips the outside wall. Hopefully that didn't cost him too much time. He's really, really giving it to this Mercedes here. We're going to go on board here. Just watch him work that wheel as we approach the Caltex chase. Here he comes, drifts those two wheels on the left, tucks her back in, hard on the brakes here now. Oh, he pulls it up beautifully, and he's still on it. Oh, look at that full. Now let's have a look at his time now. He did a 2:05.497 and he hasn't gone any quicker. 4:29 on that one. So we've got Dado on provisional pole at this stage with 7 minutes to go, Highlander, with 2:06.2, and the guys were talking just in the chat before I came back on air for this second race. The temperature is a little bit cooler, so it's going to take a little bit more time out on the circuit to get the quicker lap times for the tyres to heat and retain their temperature. Now here's Dark Racing. He'll really want to make amends. In that spectacular looking number 78 Lamborghini Huracan GT3. He is currently in fourth with a 2:06.8. That car will have a lot more in it than that with this man behind the wheel, trust me. Here he comes into the chase there. Tucks it in, drifts that car nice and wide, hugs that apex. Gets back on the gas nice and early. Let's have a look at his time. Let's check it out. He goes a 2:06.8. Where's the cameraman gone? Hello, wakey. He's coming to the pits. Okay, so he must... Oh, I don't know what happened there. That was a big grandstand moment for nothing there. Here's Nürburger. In the Audi, very solid in the first event, in 5th position. Very solid. Had a good little battle there with Dado. So he's back down to 7th at the moment. Logical Sports is up to 6th. The 2:06 basically flat. And our pole sitter at the moment is that man there, Dado, who finished 4th in the first race tonight. And that is the corner that he went off on the very first lap, the first corner. And he barnstorming drive back through the field from 11th to drag that Lamborghini Huracan back to 4th position was amazing. He's a fantastic driver, the elder statesman they call him, but he's as quick as anyone. Here he comes up now through the cutting. That car looks beautifully balanced. And Sado's done a 2:04.173, so he's got 1.2 seconds quicker as I've been gabbering on here. There's Sado, he's back in the pits, so we'll just stay with Dado. So 2:04.1, that is going to be very, very difficult to beat. I can't see it myself. Oh, he gets a little bit tail. Oh, hey, that's the end of that one. Just saying how well balanced that car is. Just goes to show you how much these guys are pushing. Now here's Ninja Styles. He's currently in 3rd. He's just come through Griffin's now on his approach to the cutting. On the start of this lap, we can see how hard he's pushing there. That car just stepped out the rear end. That number 75 AMG Mercedes GT3 car. Beast of an engine. Beast of a car. It looks fantastic in the Project Cars 2 livery. Behind him is Weary Knight in the number 69 car, 69 Acura. No, sorry, he's not behind him, is he? No, he's not. My mistake. Now let's just see the lap out with Ninja Styles. Big raps from Woody early on. He was telling me how good this guy is. And as we said earlier on, he's on a controller. So if you notice, sometimes the front wheels look like they're behaving a little bit odd in the slower corners. That's why. There he goes again. He's got this thing hooked up, this Mercedes. Let's keep an eye on his time. His quickest before this lap was a 2:05.429, but he's been on it. We've watched him pretty much the whole lap. Can he go quicker than 2:05.4? Yes, he goes up 2 seconds. He goes to 2:05.154. So a super lap there. There's 2 minutes remaining. He's going to go around again. Dado's been bumped to third, and he's just come back out in the circuit after that. Dado lost it there at Forest Elbow. Here's the Logical Sports. He's in fourth. Look how close it is between from second to fifth. There's 0.8 of a second, covering 4 cars. And here's the Logical Sports. He'll be very, very strong. He'll stay out of trouble in this 45-minute race. He'll want to start a little bit further up the grid, which he's going to do at this stage. I think he started from 6th or 7th in the first event, but he's picked up good points. This, just to repeat again, this second race, the 45-minute race, is double points, so it's super, super important that you get a good result here if you do have championship aspirations, like a lot of these guys do, and like the man on your screen does, Illogical Sports. Now, let's have a look at, so Dado is back in the pits again. A bit of damage there for Dado's car. You see on the left hand side and the front windscreen. Bit of spiderweb activity happening. Oh, ka-ching. Yep. He is on it. He wants to go quicker. He wants to get in the 2:03s to Sado. It's not going to happen on this lap. Just under 30 seconds remaining in this qualifying session. Can anyone break into that top 6 from outside? There's Weary Knight with a 2:07.18. He's a fair way back. And we're just going to go to the end of Sado's lap now as we come up to the last corner now. No, he doesn't go any quicker. He'll be happy with that though. He's a second clear of Ninja Styles, followed by Dado's 1.2. They've both parked it up. Here's Dark Racing 40, still out in the circuit. He is coming up to the chase now. He's on it there. Can he beat a 2:05.755? He'll be desperate to go a spot or two up the grid to start on that front row. Can he do it? Here he comes. 2:05.4, so he's gone 0.3 quicker, but it's not enough to move him any further up the grid, and that's where he'll start from P4. Sado is back out on the circuit again. That's an out lap, so he won't get to complete that lap. Here's Woody, who's currently in 8th with a 2:07.311. He's on his, he's just started the lap. And there's Nürburger coming through the chase. So he will get to complete that lap. Here he comes now. Finished 5th in the first event here tonight. As I said, the second event is double points, so it's super important. Can he go better than a 207.522? And we didn't get to see it. Thank you very much. Yes, he went at 207.458, so not much, but just under a tenth. Okay, so in pole is again Sato with a 204.173. He's a second quicker than Ninja Styles, who is in second position with a 205.154. In third is Dado Racer with a 205.374. In fourth is Dark Racing 40 with a 205.470. In fifth is Logical Sports with a 205.896. In sixth is Highlander. A little bit further back this time is Highlander with a 205.904. Look how close from 2 down to P6. Very, very close indeed. Then it drops off a little bit. A second back is Weary Knight in 7th with a 207.033. In 8th is Woody Lizard with a 207.311. In 9th is a Nürburger with a 207.458. In 10th is Dark Lord. Let me get back onto this screen if I can. And I can't, no. And Casey was bringing up the rear as we look at the boys getting ready for their formation lap. Oh, now I can take a breath. Whew. So this is a different kettle of fish here. This is double the length and a bit of the first event with the mandatory pit stop, even though the boys don't have to take any fuel or tyres on if they don't want to. It's just basically a stop goes type deal as the mandatory pit stop, so adds a little bit more to the equation, but I think it's going to be red hot at the front. We got Sato, Ninja Styles, hopefully he can stay out of drama, he and Dark Racing 40, and then a Dado, and then a Logical Sports. If anything happens in that top 4 early on, a Logical Sports will be there to pick up the pieces. Then we got Highlander in 6th, same deal with him. Very, very quick, second in that first race in the 650S. McLaren then starting out of P7 is Weary Knight. He finished 3rd in that first race, took advantage of what happened to others. And Woody Lizard, we know how consistent Woody is. Then we got Nürburger, Dark Lord, and Casey starting out of P11. Not far off a race start now. Oh, looking forward to this one. Just a quick a plug of the old socials. The website, if you haven't checked it out, have a check it out, that's better, is AUS/NZCRL, so AUSNZCRL.weebly.com, so that's the website. The Instagram page is at ANZCRL. The Facebook page is AUS/NZ Combined Racing League, and yet that's our Facebook group, where you have to answer 3 questions to be let into the group. A lot of cool stuff on there. We have a lot of competitions, photo competitions, you name it. You can ask anything on there, and you always get an answer from someone. Pretty a great bunch of blokes, and a very, very competitive racing league. Pretty much run, well, certainly this year, every week or every second week. At the moment it's certainly every week. As I said earlier on in the broadcast, this runs tonight, and then for the next 5 consecutive weekends it'll run. Saturday night will be the open class, which is possibly a tier 2 but open, and on Sunday is the pros, which we're watching at the moment, so that goes for another 5 weekends after tonight on Saturday and Sunday. So there's usually wild cards available. I don't think the pro, you won't be able to get in there if you're interested, but possibly into the open class. You can make some inquiries onto the Facebook page or the website, and we're just on this formation lap now. We've seen Sato lead the way, followed by Ninja Styles. It's going to be a fascinating start to this race. I'm very, very interested to see how quick Ninja Styles is. Heard a lot about him. And then you got Dado. We've seen how quick he was. He was probably the driver of that first race, apart from that first corner where he went off the circuit and it really cost him big time, and he ended up driving his way back from 11th to 4th. So he's certainly the driver of that first race for me. If he can keep it clean in early on here, he'll be pushing for the front as well. Also, Dark Racing 40, we know how good he is, and he'll be pushing for the front. He came together with Ninja Styles in that first race tonight. Then behind them you have Illogical Sports. He's super consistent in these longer races. And then Highlander, a little bit further back this time, but certainly don't count him out. He was less than 4 seconds behind Sato in that first race, finishing second. Then Weary Knight, Woody Lizard, Nürburger, Dark Lord and Casey brings up the rear at this stage as the boys form up now. Bit of a gap there. They're just going to close that gap as they just warm up. Here comes Sato, and Ninja Styles pulls up alongside him. And there's Dark Racing. He's right on the back of Ninja Styles. Dado's got the inside run there, but Sato has got the lead yet again. And Dado, oh, Dark Racing's gone off again. Oh, Dark Racing 40 lost at the first corner. He'll be absolutely livid. I don't know if he got hit there or what, but he will be spewing. And Highlander up to 4th already. Logical Sports, he might have been involved with Dark Racing 40. Oh! There's a Logical Sports with Dark Lord. He's coming through Griffins there. Just caught the tail end of that one. Oh, and that is second hand. He's out of luck tonight, Logical Sports. That I was pretty sure that's his second. Oh, there's another one. That's Woody. Still happening here. Can't keep up with it. We'll get up the front here. Here's Ninja Styles. He's chasing Sato. He's going to keep him real honest here. He's right up his clacker. He's less than a second behind him here as they come approach to Forest Elbow now. Onto Conrod Straight now. There's Highlander. He's up to 3rd. He's having a cracking first lap, did Highlander. Some of the other boys that can't be this Dark Racing 40 back in 10th. Logical Sports 11th. They've had an absolute shocker. Just going to go on board now at Ninja Styles. Here's your leader, Sato in the 458 Ferrari right in the lead here. Oh, excuse me. End of the first lap. These two boys, listen to how much they're pushing real hard. This Mercedes, you can see sat at both of them. They're having a red hot dip. And there's Highlander just waiting there. There's Dado in 4th, and behind him is Casey. Well, he's got it hooked up this time. That's good to see. As Dark Racing 40 is in the pits, Weary is in the pits. A lot of these guys, well, there's a couple of them that, yeah, well, we know that Dark Racing 40 and Illogical Sports did have that damage. Possibly they hit each other, but we know Illogical came together with Dark Lord. A couple of the other guys, I think, are just getting their pit stop out of the way. Weary Knight, this early stage. Here's your second position man at the moment, Ninja Styles, in the AMG Mercedes. Sato just got a 2-second buffer at the moment. This is where he had the drama in that first race, right round there. He did say that he was carrying quite a bit of damage. It must have been later in the race where he hit a wall. I think that was probably the cause of him getting out of shape on the approach to Forest Elbow, as we've seen in the first race. But anyway, here's Ninja Styles. He's 3 seconds behind Sato at the moment after lap 2. And Highlander's closing the gap. He's closing. We know how quick Highlander is. He's a master at setting the cars up. There's Dado in the background there, just lurking, and Casey in that Aqua 650S McLaren. So here's Dark Racing. He had that spin on the first lap, so he's back out in the circuit now. So he's obviously had less damage than some of the other boys. I know Logical was really copped it sweet. So they won't have to pit again, those lads. Let's just get this map up. So Dark Lord has a 10-second penalty. And we know he came together with a Logical. So here's Highlander. He's right on the clacker of Ninja Styles. We're only 5 minutes into this race. All the action we've had in the first 5 minutes are all on the first lap. Incredible. Cars going off left, right and centre as they come down now through the S's on the approach to Forest Elbow. He's just pulled out. They're squabbling the Ninja Styles and Highlander. And it's given the opportunity for Saturday, who's just gone around in a 206.278 on that last lap. Just found his mojo again. Doesn't take him. All the best drivers do it. They always try to bridge the gap early when the car's at its heaviest. You can see the gap there back to P2 Ninja Styles, who went around 2.5 seconds a lap slower last time, as did Highlander with 0.6 than Ninja Styles. Let's just have a look at these two lads. What they've gone around is 207.8, still in the 206.3, so he's a second and a half quicker than P2 and P3. But these two boys are going to try and step it up a little bit. Sato's in a league of his own at the moment after 4 laps. Well, after 3 laps. Here's Dado. Still closely followed by Casey just behind him. Dark Racing 40 now. His last lap. Let's have a look at the time here. Alright, he's right in the 207.7s, so he'll go quicker as he's in P6 at the moment. He is 9 seconds, he's 37 seconds behind Casey, but he has pitted, and it's about 28 to 30 seconds, the transition from entering the pit lane and stopping and going. That's if you don't take fuel and tyres. If you take tyres, you can add another 5 to 10 seconds. Fuel, same again. So he's not in a bad position. He might only be on the track at the moment and 35 seconds behind Casey, but you can see that gap's coming down all the time. It was 37 and now it's 32. So let's look at Casey. He's lost it. Forest Elbow. Ka-ching. He's Dark Racing now. Okay, way back as Casey's on Conrod State. And Sato's just done a 2:05.9, so that's the quickest lap of the race so far, with just over 35 minutes to go. Not even 10 minutes into this one yet. You can see on the track map there. We've seen in the first event how quick Sato was, and he's certainly taken that into the second race. But it's a much longer race. It's more than double the time. First one was 20 minutes. This is 45. He's yet to pit. He's building. He's over 5 seconds now. Ninja Styles. So there's Highlander in that 650S. McLaren, it sounded like an animal, that thing. Speaking of animals, number 75 AMG, bouncing around there. He comes down through the dipper on the approach to Forest Elbow now. Using all of the track, gets on the gas nice and early. Just going to have a look at Sato's. So it's 6 seconds between Sato and Ninja Styles. Well, they were just saying last night though, when Bathurst bites, it bites real hard, and anything can happen at any given stage of this lap. We've seen the. Let's just have a look at the lap times here of Sato. No, well, he's basically gone the same again, 2:05.9, and Highlander is now in second. So Ninja Styles has had a drama somewhere. We missed how he's under the hammer from Dado, who's going to throw this. Is he? No, he's not. He's going to throw that Lamborghini up the inside there. Battle here, and we can hear Ninja Styles on and off the gas there, coming through Griffin. I'll just go on board with Dado, so we can see Ninja Styles just in front of us as they come up through Solomon Park. Heading up through Reed or oh, he's hit the wall there. Pretty solid hit the wall. Concrete dust fly up everywhere as he comes to the top of Ducks. Oh, he's gone! Just missed. I thought he'd hit a lot harder. He didn't lose that much time, did he? He must have straightened the beast out. Got to have a bit of damage there. His last 2 laps have been ones to forget. Still doing a great job though. He's very quick. Oh, Sato! That is the chase. There's Highlander. How close is he? Sato's come in the pits, has he? No, he hasn't. He did a bluff. Good old-fashioned block. There he is. He's under a second now. So we just caught the end of that. That was at the bottom of where Sato had a drama. Now Styles in the pits. Let's go on board with Highlander here in the McLaren 650S. Just see if there's any damage or how the Ferrari in front of us is behaving. Whether it was just a lose, whether or not he hit something, I don't know. We know how hard he was pushing out front there. He was up to about 6 seconds. It's certainly not that now. There's a car right in front of us. Might have just shaded the wall there. They come up the skyline now, nice and wide on the approach. You can see Sato just in front. Highlander very, very smooth through there, through that dipper part. And he comes up through Forest Elbow. He's on the chase now. He knows that he's pushed him into a mistake, or has he? Can he do it again? He did make a few mistakes in that part of the... who are we on now? Just went up to lap. That would be... Is that Dark Lord? I think it may be. No, it's not Dark Lord. Is that Casey? Oh no, it's a Logical Sports. Of course it is. It's a Logical Sports. He's had a horror run here in this second race. He's all fixed up now, but he was very, very wounded early on. Not what he was looking for. After starting out of P4 Logical, he would have been quite optimistic. Hopes are pretty much dashed very, very early on, but he'll keep having a crack. Don't worry about that. He's a fighter. As you see, Sato go around at 206.3, Highlander at 207.9, and where is Dark Racing in regards to 4.3 seconds behind Casey now for that fourth spot? He's looking pretty. The top three have yet to pit. There's Dark Racing 40. He himself had, well, he's had two horror first laps in both of the events here tonight. I think he just spun in this race. Or if he got a lot of damage, possibly. He's currently in 5th. So here comes, now there's the lap car of a Logical Sports. So Sato's got by him. Now how quickly can Highlander get past the Logical? It's not an ideal time to get back. The Logical steps aside. Good driving by the boys. He knows Highlander wants to get on with the job. As they come, as Highlander comes into the chase now. This is where Sato got a little bit crossed up. We just caught the end of it a few laps ago and lost the car. So he's only just under 2 seconds now is Dark Racing. There's Casey. There's Dark Racing 40. This is the battle for 4th position at the moment. Just behind Dark Racing, or 3 seconds behind, is Ninja Styles in 6th position. No other penalties apart from Dark Lord's early 10-second one. Now this is the battle we want to have a look at, these two. Bit of a grudge match, I reckon, between these two at the moment. They've bridged Dado by 6 seconds. Well, sorry, 5 seconds between first and third. But it's a lot less between first and second. They're background there. Contest this, and there's Dado. He's just waiting to he's just waiting for something to happen in front of him between the P1 and P2 guys, and he'll be straight into it. He's looking pretty strong here tonight as well. He finished 4th in the first event, this being a double points event. This this round, this 45-minute race rather. is a double points race, so very, very important. As truck racing now is up into 4th, and we know he's at his pit stop, so he's just lurking his ground. He is 40 seconds behind Dado, but Dado has not pitted, and we probably said it was around 30 seconds just to go in of the pits and out again. But if you want tyres and or fuel, you won't need both. Maybe tyres or damage, then it's going to add more time. So just keep an eye on this guy. We know how good he is when he's got the bit between the teeth. Oh, put the mockers on in commentator's curse. That's how hard he was pushing there as Ninja Styles goes past him. Back into 4th after all that hard work over the last 10 minutes. Dark Racing 40 just had a little off there just after the chase, which is a shame. I was looking forward to that, but he'll keep battling, don't worry about that. He's got 25 minutes. As Sato just snuck out a little bit more of a lead now. He's 2.5 seconds ahead of Highlander and that orange McLaren. Dado, as we said, in 3rd. He's 5 seconds behind Highlander. Ninja Styles took advantage of that little off by Dark Racing 40 on the chase on the last lap. There's Darky there. He's second behind. There's Nürburger. Haven't seen a lot of him, but he's in 6th again. He finished 5th in the first event. Very, very solid. Very, very consistent. Good driver. Here's Weary Knight. We really haven't had much camera time for old Weary in this race. He finished 3rd in the first race. Here he is in the Acura with a 2:09 last time out. We did see him in the first race do a 2:07, but he's still got quite a bit of fuel on board. I don't know if there's any damage which is hindering his lap time at the moment. We'll keep an eye on this lap. We want to push himself up the field. He's 3.5 seconds to 6th position, which is Nürburger. We could just see him there under the sign on Conrod Straight, Nürburger. Weary Knight always likes to give himself a challenge with car selection. We've seen him last week finish 3rd in the Sakito 10 hour. Absolutely superb performance in the Ford Sierra Cosworth. It's absolute animal of a car, and he dragged that thing up to 3rd. Very, very limited grip, but he did a brilliant job, and he had an amazing battle with Casey, who was actually under blue flags, but it was a great battle. Now, has he gone quicker? He has. He's back on the 2:07s now, Weary, and that's where he needs to stay. He needs to keep the times around that time, and he'll push his way up. Nürburger with a 2:08.5 on that last lap. Now we're just going to have a look at Dark Racing 40, who's just come onto the back of Ninja Styles now. There's only half a second between these two. As we said earlier, Ninja Styles and that number 75, I think it is, or the Mercedes, is on a controller, which is fairly rare, but he's doing a brilliant job. Oh, he was! Commentator's curse again. I'm going to shut up. So these two swipping and swapping here for this. Noah wants 4th position. Ninja Styles has now gone. Whether or not that is because, well, I don't know. So we're back to 10. That's a real shame. He was doing a great job. And Dado with a 2:06.6 on that last lap. He's got a taste of it here as Dado. He really has. He's 4 seconds behind Highlander, 3.5 seconds now. He's got a taste of it. He got stronger and stronger as that first race went on. I don't expect anything different here. And after that breakout win for the year last year at last week rather, for the year, you know, he's got the bit between the teeth. They always say that your hardest wins your first one, and after that they come a lot easier. We're going to keep an eye on him with 20 minutes remaining. He's in third at the moment. Here's Dark Racing 40. He's had a bit of a shocker of a night, but he's still in it. He's still in this race. He's 42 seconds behind Dado in third, but with all that's happened to him so far tonight, he won't be that displeased. He's in front of Nürburger. Nürburger's 9.5 seconds back in the Audi. And there's Weary Knight. He's only 2 seconds, just under 2 seconds now, behind Nürburger. And he's done a 2:07.0 on that last lap, Weary Knight. So he's on it now. He wants that 5th position, does Weary. He got stronger. Oh, he just on the cutting. Oh, twice. He just got a little bit hooked up. That was a Jamie Whincup moment there. Probably didn't hit as hard, but he's certainly done a little bit of damage. You just see on, we probably won't be able to tell from this lap time, but how much damage he's done to that car. Probably not a hell of a lot, but we know he has had his pit stop. And he certainly might want to stop again, because that will certainly be the end of his race. If he does that, all the hard work will be for nothing. But it looks okay. He did catch it on the side. It looked like on the front right side. Here's Nürburger. That fantastic sounding Audi, that little LMS Audi, comes through the chase now. Nürburger in 5th position. Dado with a 2:08, so Dado is a second and a half quicker than the two in front on that last lap. The Dark Racing 40 was only half a second slower than Dado with a 2:07.010. He's a long way behind. But he'll be putting the pressure on, don't worry about that. He's had his own dramas, but he'll keep going, keep the wheels rolling. Here's Weary Knight, he did a 2:09.4. We knew he would be slower, because he had that biffo at the cutting. Now here's Woody in 7th. Casey's, he has dropped a little bit. He was battling for 4th and 5th early on, but he had a spin at coming out of Forest Elbow. And Dark Lord, he has another great night. He's also got he's got a 10-second penalty. Logical Sports, yep, he's not had a good night either. He's not had a good race. Won't be ideal. He won't be happy. But he's gone around in last lap was a 2:07.4, so he's back on the pace. And Sato's just done a 2:06.468. And here comes a Logical Sports. Has he gone any quicker? He's roughly the same, 2:07.4. Cars at the front. There's 4.5 seconds now between this man and second position Highlander in the McLaren. And he's using every bit of that track. He's back on it. Now he hasn't pitted yet, we know that. Neither is Highlander. So it might be coming up very shortly. Super quick. Super confident. He's not a bad bloke for a Richmond supporter. This is a part of the circuit. You had a few dramas in the first race tonight. As he heads for the entrance to the Forest Elbow. There he goes. Perfect line, good exit speed. He's getting quicker and quicker. He's now extended that gap to Highlander to almost 6 seconds now. Where is Highlander? There he is. And Dado is right on Highlander's backside. Is that Dado? No, it's not, sorry. Oh, that was Dado. Let's have a look. Okay, yep. He's under 2 seconds behind Highlander. So here's your battle for second position. Dado's cleared off again. He was 6 seconds before he had that spin coming out of the Caltex chase a while ago. And that's when Highlander caught him right up. And now he's extended it again to who's that in the pits? Is that Dado? It is. Here's Dado. Stop. Now, how far is Dark Racing 40? He's 42 seconds. We'll keep an eye on Dado Race's stop. What is he going to take on board here? He's going to put some tyres on, is he? Yes, no, 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 no. It was just basically a stop go. That guy's got a problem with his legs. So, from what I understand, that is worth about 30 seconds from entry to, excuse me, from entry to pit lane and exit back on the circuit. Costs you about 30 seconds if you don't take on tyres or fuel, and he has done neither. So he's looking pretty strong again for a podium. There's Dark Racing 40, so that's the actual distance. About 21 seconds to Dado Racer. Dark Racing 40 won't be stopping again with 14 minutes to go. And here is Weary Knight and Nürburger, the battle for 5th. Hots up again. As we see Sato just pull away now. He's almost 7 seconds in front of Highlander. But these two guys at the front still have to stop. So at the end of the straight, it's about 273. I think he got up to. Highlander is about, well, he's roughly this, basically, yeah, he's the same anyway. So I think I just wondered if generally when they've got a bit of aero damage, that can affect top end speed as well. But here comes Highlander into the pits. Sato is already in the pits. Let's have a look at this stop, just because they're bringing the tyres out. No, it's just a quick, there you go, thank you. This is going to be the same, I'd say. Ping, ping, ping. No, same again, so neither of them did anything, I don't think. Unless a Weary Knight is right on the tail here. Oh, that windscreen looks a bit second-hand. Oh, bang! That might have been Weary's internet, I think. Yes, yeah, that was definitely his internet. I think can sometimes have a bit of a dodgy connection. You can see that front spoiler. Is that broken? No, it's not. But the windscreen is not looking that great. Whether that was from an earlier accident, I'm not sure. I haven't noticed it. He'll keep going. He's as tough as old boots. Just keep rolling that car and looking for those points. He's got 21 seconds on Woody. Where is Woody? Sorry, 23 seconds on Woody Lizard at this stage. So depending on damage, how much damage he's sticking with Nürburger here. So you can see Sato's 9.5 seconds now in front of Highlander in the lead. I'll just stay with this now. Logical Sports as what's good. So that's Dark Lord there. These two are getting out the way. Oh, they're getting out the way for Sato. And Dark Lord says, would you please get by me? Please, for God's sake. I'm trying to get out your way. He's struggled with that car tonight. With that Ginetta has Dark Lord. But he's a good competitor and he always has a good crack. Bit of bad luck again. Anyway, Logical Sports up to 9th. Now here's Weary Night. 10 minutes to go in this one. Weary Night, this is the battle for 5th. Oh, Weary Night just got it crossed up there. Here he comes, here he comes. Has he got the pace at the end of Conrod Straight? Let's have a look at Weary Night Speedo. He's right in that draft of that Audi. And he should be 276, 270, 280, 280 kilometres an hour. Is he going to throw it up the inside? No, he's not. He pulls it up nicely though. Good driving by these two. The Audi pulls to the inside just to defend his line. Woody Lizard in 7th place is, where is he, 24 seconds, 25 seconds behind Weary Night in the Black Thumb. Black Thumb Acura. Good battle between these two. We're going to go on board now with Weary Night. Have a look at the windscreen. What a mess. Into Griffins. These two, well, that's been happening. I just had a look up there and Dado's pulled right onto the back of Highlander. He's got colder tyres on. Can Dado, with just under 9 minutes remaining in this motor race, get past Highlander and that McLaren? He's got stronger and stronger as Dado, as the nights progressed. In front of these guys is Dark Lord. Poor old Dark Lord. He's going to get lapped again. He doesn't know where to go. He goes, yeah, outside. He just wants to get out of the way. He just wants to end the night. Put his head on the pillow. He hasn't had a good evening, Dark Lord. He'll be very unlucky again. Here's Dado now. They've both got around very gentlemanly by Dark Lord there. He's not interested in their race. On board now with Dado Racer in this Lamborghini Huracan. As you see Sato clear off. He's 11 seconds in front of the man that's just in front of us at the moment, Highlander. And here's Dado as they come to Skyline now. Approach to the dipper. Both guys on the limit here. Into the elbow. Back onto Conrod Straight for another lap around. Under 7 minutes remaining now in this big one. In this double points round. Here's Highlander. Can Dado, it looks like he's got the pace on that McLaren on the straight there. He's just come up, he got the draft as well. Two very, very intelligent drivers here in the ANZCRL. Highlander and Dado, great competitors. Dado was quicker with the 206.7 last lap. Sato 206.0. Let's see what the boys have done this time out on this lap. Highlander's done a 207.2. Dado 206.9. It's on now. Gloves off. Gloves off for second. poor old Dark Lord has gone into the pits again. Pressure. Look at the pressure he's under here, Highlander. But he's a fantastic sim racer. We've seen him last night. He won both races in a completely different car in the BMW. Now he jumps in the McLaren tonight, and he's going to finish second overall here if he can hold off Dado. Dado finished fourth in the first one. He's third here. Highlander second in the first one, and he's second here. Which just clips the wall there on approach to the S's, loses the approach to the dipper, loses a bit of time on the exit. Just blocks that line. Oh, he's clipped him. Oh, great driving by these two. Dado just managed to pull it up. Highlander got back into it. When the tail come around, he just straightened it back up. He's not going to give away that P2 easy. Here comes Dado. He's shoved it up the inside, going into the chase. Can he get him? Back on board again. That's what the best racers do. They just get on with it when they make a mistake, like Highlander has done here. Fantastic driving by these two. Super clean too. Into the last corner. Cross the start-finish line for another round. 4 minutes remaining in this one. Fantastic race this has been so far. Weary night on the back of Nürburgring as well. Still. We might just go back to these two. This is your battle for second place. Have a look how close they are. Going into Griffin, Zoe. Yes, we are. On the Logical Sports, I think it's a Logical. Just in front of Highlander, a few seconds in front of Highlander here, as they just exit the cutting. Up the hill now. Dado just drops back a little bit from that dirty air. Just regathers himself. He'll be preparing himself for one last crack at it. I'll just have a look at, so it's about 21 seconds still. Dark Racing 40 had that spin, so yeah, he won't be happy with fourth, but he'll take the points and move on. There's Nürburgring, goes very wide through Griffin's there. Weary Nights closing. It's been a really good race between these two, the battle for fifth. Here's Woody Lizard, who is 35 seconds behind Weary Night. And there's Casey, who is 10 seconds behind Woody. And where's Logical? Logical's in 9th, and he's 20 seconds behind Casey. So we're going to go with the front guys now for the 2 minutes remaining in this one. Now here's Dado, exit of the chase. Complete another lap. There's Dado, mountain straight. He's really been in a league of his own in this one particularly. He's had a brilliant race. He's gotten stronger and stronger. He's a 206.8 with, there'll be this lap plus, no, I don't think this will be the last lap, or will it? Yes, it will be. Right, let's see another lap. Join this. Here's Dado. Here's the battle for second position here. And Highlander holding very, very strong. This is what sim racing is all about. Where the guys can race hard but fair. Here comes Dado again. He gets a fantastic run. Coming through the cutting. This is where the car is very quick. He'll need to be a little bit closer. Going into the elbow and the exit of that corner to get on the Conrod, because that's probably where he fancies his chances getting the toe down Conrod straight. and he's going super quick up the top of the mountain here. He's having a look now. It's Dado, oh, they're weaving, ducking and diving, coming down Skyline, approaching the dipper. Oh, for the last time, here they come, the boys. Oh, let's not bin it, fellas. Forest Elbow protects the inside lines as Highlander. This is where I think Dado, when he gets the toe, he can get up the inside here, or can he? He did last, but who's going to be the last of the late breakers here? Let's have a look. Are we on the last lap? We're on Conrod Straight. We don't want to miss the... Here he comes. Is this the last lap? No, there's one more lap. Okay. Another lap remaining. One more crack at it for Dado Racer. He wants that P2. Have a look at him. Here he comes again. Onto Mountain Straight. Can he get a good exit? He gets a super exit. He's right on the clacker of this McLaren, the 650S of Highlander. What a fantastic battle between these two for the last probably 15-20 minutes. Oh, gathers it back up well, does Dado. Was that his last chance? He's a little bit further back again now. Just over half a second. Can he bridge that tiny gap? It's a great drive from these two, as it's been a brilliant drive from this man. Sato 15 in the 458 Ferrari GT3, the number 3 car. Is he going to take both races out tonight? A clean sweep. Here they are, going at it for second. They're going at it, all right. Coming to Forest Elbow again. That McLaren protects the inside line. So Dado definitely got the run on him. Let's go on board. Oh, wrong car. That one. That's the one we want to have a look at. He's trying to break that draft off. His Highlander. And look at the extra pace that Dado's got here. Can he get it done in the braking zone? Oh, what a fantastic effort by these two. Just overcooked it. Brilliant driving by Highlander. And Sato, there he is. Sorry, in all that excitement, Sato. There's your winner, Sato 15, Highlander. As he brings it past the start-finish line in second position. A fantastic drive by Highlander. And a brilliant drive by Dado in third. Here's Dark Racing 40. He's limited the damage, really. He's in fourth position, double points in this one. So he's still in the championship. You don't count him out, ever. He'll come back harder the next round. There he is in fourth position. Dado, I can hear wheels squealing. Who's squealing the wheels? Someone's digging a hole. Oh, is that a Logical Sports? I think it is. Right, Nürburger and Weary Night. So Weary Night is now 10 seconds back. So that car's hasn't given up the ghost. No, he's just he's battled it since the damage as Weary. There's Nürburger 2/5 here tonight. He'd be very, very happy with that. Very strong. There comes the Black Thumb Weary Night in that Acura, third and the sixth. And Woody is in seventh. I think he finished 8th in the first race. Did Woody Lizard been fairly quiet tonight? Did say he had the older Mercedes. Here he comes now, last corner, and that is Casey, not far back. Casey's only 2.5 seconds back in 8th. Here's Woody Lizard to claim that 7th position. And just behind him there's Casey. Oh, didn't get the rest of them. Okay. You know we lost one, Ninja Styles, about halfway through. In first, again, Sato number 15. 22 laps down. In second was Highlander and that McLaren in an absolutely fantastic battle with Dado Razor, who finished in third. Brilliant effort, guys. Well done. In fourth, Dark Racing 40. He had a great comeback drive after again having an off lap where he spun it on the first lap. In this race, fifth again was Nürburger 79, so that's 2 fifths for him tonight. Very, very solid. In sixth was Weary Knight. In seventh was Woody Lizard. In eighth was Casey. Ninth was Logical Sports. And in 10th, with a night to forget, was Dark Lord. I think we can go to a championship. I won't touch that because I know what happened last time. I'll just leave that alone and wait. So you can see that the quickest laps of the race. So Sato was 8/10 of a second quicker. 8/10 of a second quicker. Well, the quickest with a 2:05, and that is that. Okay, on behalf of the Australian New Zealand Combined Racing League, I've been Huds21. I hope you've enjoyed the racing here tonight, and we'll be back next Saturday for the Opens at Alton Park, and on Sunday for the Pro class, and we'll see you then. Cheers.